The fall of Karshan. For every 1,000 Batarian refugees, there are 1,001 stories about how the Reapers invaded the Batarian systems. A few elements are common to almost every version, however. The Reapers arrived first in the Volar system and immediately destroyed its communications network. The Hegemony's Department of Information Control blamed the loss of signal on space weather, but scrambled ships to the system nonetheless. Within a day, Reaper capital ships appeared in the Harsa system and descended on the Batarian homeworld, Karshan. For all the rhetoric about the Hegemony's military prowess, their response to the Reapers was uncoordinated. Moments after the information minister took to the extranet and announced that unknown ships were destroying all space traffic near Karshan, the defense minister declared there was no reason to panic. The planet's convoys were destroyed next, creating an ominous silence that has persisted ever since. Fearing they were next, Batarian colonists across hegemony space began evacuations. So many refugees poured into the human-occupied Exodus cluster that System Alliance officials at first thought the Batarians were invading. More systems have gone dark as their convoys were destroyed, and millions more Batarians trapped on their planets sit waiting for the Reapers. Well, that explains something. Well, that explains a couple of things. Most importantly,
the Reaper cannibals are frontline Reaper units created from corrupted Batarians. The nickname refers to their propensity to devour the bodies of fallen comrades. This triggers a biochemical process through which the cannibals spontaneously heal themselves and grow new chitinous armor. The transformation also appears to give cannibals a greater awareness of their surroundings, leading to more strategic behavior and careful use of battlefield cover.
Yeah, so that explains why the cannibals look a lot like the Batarians, because they are Batarians. They were just corrupted by the Reapers, much like how the Collectors were corrupted Protheans. Hello and welcome back. We have a plethora of announcements in the background.
But you're on the Normandy, right? I saw it dock. It was last seen on Earth. Did Commander Shepard escape? She did, didn't she? So why would she be here unless she's seeing the council?
Ma'am, I can't talk about that.
You don't have to. Commander Shepard!
Okay, so I guess she saw me. Hi. What would you like?
What's going on here?
Commander, just who I was looking for. Diana Allers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I suppose you want an interview?
Even better. I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all Council planets. My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room, and this war needs to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Okay, so this is one of the things that I didn't really care for, and a lot of fans didn't really care for in addition to this game. Diana Allers is actually voiced by a real life, I guess, I hesitate to say reporter, but at the same time, basically, she's a terrible voice actress. She's absolute garbage. Every single thing she says, it sounds like she's reciting from a script. There's barely any inflection at all. She just sounds so dead, and I really don't want her on my ship. But at the same time, I get good points in the end. So, yeah, let's do a trial run.
Tell your producers yes for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 footlocker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
According to the council, these organized invasion plan.
Oh, and that would be a war asset. we'll get into those later.
Okay. First deployment is somewhere near Palaven. Reports say not to depend on comms.
I'll leave vid messages then, and you can do the same.
Well, they said that due to concerns about signal congestion, they're supposed to avoid sending messages at all. They're trying to keep war data coming through, so every data packet counts.
So, how am I supposed to talk with you then?
I guess not. I guess you're not supposed to talk to me. Hello and welcome back. This is Queen 3210, and we are resuming where we picked off. Yeah. So we're just gonna pass by here, and the first stop we're going to make, as we mentioned in the previous video, is we're gonna go to Herta Hospital.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
We're gonna go visit Ashley.
Now arriving at Herta Memorial Hospital.
Because as much as I hate her, that is what good friends do. They visit each other when they are sick.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
Yeah, I kind of want to know what happened too, but obviously that cuts out. So, yeah, that's the thing about this game. You can observe specific conversations, but going back and forth won't like trigger them anymore. You just have to go through like pacing, or what's the word I'm looking for? You have to they're sort of like story locked or area locked or whatever you want to call it. Basically, they're not as easy to like just pass by as they were in the original game. But yeah, get used to that because a lot of the side quests are picked up that way. Okay, so here's our first big choice of the chapter. So there's Dr. Chloe Michelle, and then of course there's Dr. Chakwas. The reason I say this is a big decision is because, well, only one of them can join us on the Normandy. So I'm actually going to save here. I'm going to talk to Chloe Michelle first.
Here's Shepard now.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with the Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Ashley took the worst of it. How is she doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Lieutenant Commander Williams' resilience, as well as Dr. Michelle's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
Yeah, I wish you could have too, because then maybe Ashley would have had some brief care before being admitted here, because obviously she needed a hospital. There's only so much a space or a ship medical infirmary can do. What have you been up to since I was on lockdown?
It's been 6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors?
Pretty much.
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
So, this is the thing here. I can tell her that she belongs on the Normandy, or I can tell her to keep working in the labs. Strategically, actually telling her that she needs to be working in the labs is better, because she becomes a war asset, and war assets are these things that we need to build in order to prepare for the end game. On the other hand, it's fucking Chakwas. She's been with us from the jump. So it seems kind of like a crime to keep her on the Citadel. But if you do leave her in the labs, you can actually ask Dr. Michelle to join you. And she gets to be the residing doctor on the Normandy. Now, one other thing you need to take into account is the fact that both Michelle and Chakwas provide a different power boost for you. And we'll get into that a little bit later. For the story, and for the sake of consistency and the fact that I honestly don't see her doing I don't see her doing the opposite. I'm going to tell Chakwas that she belongs on the Normandy.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word and I'm with you.
And then, of course, they double down and they basically say, are you sure about your options? And in this case, I'm going to say yes.
The Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking Bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker's still aboard.
And I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
She is such a mom. So yeah, there's that. And now anytime I try to talk to Dr. Michelle, she just says, oh, hi, Shepard. Oh, hi, Shepard. Oh, okay.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Hi.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. I've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Right?
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in the Prothean clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
I am. Is she okay?
How is Ashley doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but her vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see her if you like. She's just down the hall.
Awesome. I'm gonna grill you for information first. Talk to me about refugees.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
That's true. Because there's only so much time they can actually wait. Talk to me about your supplies.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
So basically the everyone for themselves mentality is set in. So of course you have to post guards in order to protect what reserves you have in order to give it to the people that actually need it. Talk to me about the clinic staff.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and
Very
over
nice.
50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're like not by yourself this time. But yeah, okay. So I guess that's it. That's all the information I can grill from you. So goodbye.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
Very nice, very nice.
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized invasion plan. The Council called the invaders
Okay.
the same term once by disgraced Commander Shepard to refer to a theoretical enemy.
Disgraced. Wow. That's not nice. Okay.
Military has abandoned the Hades Gamma Cluster to incoming Reaver forces.
Okay, Vina.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Herta Memorial Hospital. The human specialist medical officer in charge is Dr. Michelle. Also, please note that specialists for all known Citadel species are on call. Please ensure that you observe proper decontamination protocols at all times while in this area.
Okay. Do you want to talk to me about the hospital name?
Where'd the hospital get its name?
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States.
Interesting.
The donor who requested the tribute expressed the desire to remain anonymous.
I see. But that is interesting. North American states. So I guess Canada got absorbed in all of that? What, is Canada not its own country anymore? Okay. Tell me about local features.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from every major race in residency, with many specializing in xenomedicine.
Okay.
The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy, offering internships to residents and nurses. With access to cutting-edge technology and support from major pharmaceutical companies, the hospital ensures the best care to its patients.
Thank you. Any species?
You can really cover treatment for any kind of species here.
Huerta Memorial surpasses all requirements needed for any multi-species medical facility. This facility's attendant levels can also replicate the living conditions needed to accommodate other, more exotic species. Aquatic environments, for example, are available on short notice.
Okay, well, tell me about the hospital staff.
What about the medical staff? How do they deal with so many species?
All personnel are required to undergo mandatory and regular psychological evaluations, as well as refresher courses. Hospital administration understands how difficult it can be for staff to deal with such a wide variety of patients. It is imperative they be offered the support needed to retain their current high standards.
Makes sense. What about the other Citadel areas?
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D24, which is tagged to your biometrics.
Oh, nice.
Docking Bay E24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel Embassies. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
Okay, and I think that's it. I don't need anything else from you, so goodbye.
Thank you.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Probably won't, but it's good to know that you're here.
Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force.
Okay, so yeah, I am heading the right way. Awesome. So yeah, in hub places, they'll actually show a map. But if you're in the middle of a mission, it won't.
Vision stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
Nice. Okay, so there's nothing here, I don't think. At least there isn't anything yet. Same here. Basically, this is the kind of thing where you have to visit everything rather regularly. So.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
Oh.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Medigel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
Oh.
What? But I don't understand. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
Damn. So basically now he has to face the fact that he's an amputee, and on top of that he'll probably get discharged from the military as a result. Damn. Okay, so there's that.
Organized invasion plan.
Okay, let's talk to Ashley.
You got pretty banged up there, Williams. Had me worried. I just wanted to check in on you. See how you're doing.
Yeah. I kind of like that they added this scene because despite the fact that they had their differences, you can show that Shepard still cares. And Shepard is still Shepard. Regardless of what Ashley or in if the case may be, Caden's like hesitation and doubts about them are. Basically, you're just a friend, and you're just being there for another friend.
Despite all this, it's good seeing you again, Ash. Get some rest, okay? I'll come by when you're feeling better. We'll talk. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Okay, Ash. You take care. See you soon.
Military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces.
Note how they phrased that. The Alliance has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster. See how that was phrased. That means that humans are kind of not seen in a very good light right now. And they mentioned something about how Shepard is disgraced as well.
Missions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is set.
Okay.
He's under attack.
So I can't do that. I'm looking for something specific, obviously. And I don't want to say what it is, because I don't want to spoil it.
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide... The Council called the invaders...
We were deployed to Tiptree.
Ah.
It's a small human colony. We were supposed to help with evac. The enemy was landing. Just scouts, the Turian things, a few of the big ones. We were spread over half the continent, getting colonists to shuttles, wiping out husks.
It sounds like you were doing good work.
Could I have a gun? I'd feel a lot better.
Just tell me what happened at Tiptree.
Okay, something about Turian one, so that does not bode well. Okay, well, I guess we're done here.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
I guess we're going to the Citadel Embassies.
One moment, please. Now arriving at Prothean Embassy.
That was super quick. Now let's see what we can explore here, shall we? There.
Please tell the Primacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal.
Interesting.
Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
Oh, that's nice. I like you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. What do you mean, helping the Turians?
Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force.
Yeah, we kind of got that.
Dear. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only, he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Yes, of course, ma'am. But the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh.
You already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet for so long.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
Thank you. You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind me of my daughter.
So the lady hasn't heard anything from her son. It looks like she's already inquired, but she's forgotten. So I'm thinking something about like Alzheimer's or something along those lines. And the Cesari she's great customer service, man. She's patient, she's kind. Yeah, She basically does her job, and she's handling her really, really well, and I like that. I say handle, that's probably a very poor choice of words. Okay, there's Commander Bailey. We'll talk to him in a minute. I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, because I'm a Spectre, so I get to come in a shiny room. Sorry, I was just trying to listen to the announcement. Ah! So I can do Spectre. Oh, I can do Spectre requisitions, and basically for credits, I can get weapons. I have my eye on you. That's this one weapon I couldn't actually use in the previous game because I didn't start out having sniper rifle. If I had, I could have been able to upgrade to be able to use this weapon. But that's the downside of being an NG. We don't default with sniper rifles, so thus I couldn't do it. And then, of course, there is the Spectre terminal and gives me mail. So first and foremost, welcome to the Spectre Information Processing Center. This terminal offers secure information access and supports for authorization of covert operations or requisitions. It is restricted to operatives currently on active duty with special tactics and reconnaissance. Any operation requiring payment can be executed at the terminal nearby, which supports secure and untraceable financial transactions. So there's a Quarian fleet intel. Quarian Pilgrim Jen Volan Nar Nima on the Citadel received a large credit transfer from the fleet. Jen Vola purchased tech, including high-end weapon mounts and kinetic barrier emitters from several ship service centers. On Ilium, another Quarian pilgrim, unidentified, was observed searching for a ship traveling close to the Perseus Veil. The pilgrim was later heard saying that his pilgrimage was recalled. Interesting. Data suggests the Quarian fleet is withdrawing its pilgrims and upgrading ships for combat somewhere near the Perseus Veil. Oh no. This could be a reaction to the Reaper invasion, but no formal offer or request for assistance has come. Intel suggests the Quarians may instead be preparing for conflict with the Geth. I fucking told them not to. I told them to focus on peace because we would need them in the upcoming fight. And what do? Motherfuckers. Of course they did. Of course they fucking did. Oh, and I got an achievement. Shopaholic. That's fine. Okay, so this is a shooting range. Nope, we're not going to do that. I'll probably do that offline. Let's see what's over here. Nothing. Okay. And of course, this is the Earth Counselor, Udina. Let's see what they have to say. Hi.
Commander, Counselor Udina said you'd be coming.
Yes.
If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
Wait, why is Udina the counselor?
We've got our own problems, Counselor. Earth is not in this alone.
But Earth was the first Council world hit.
Right?
By our reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
By your reports.
Oh my god, really?
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked by the Reapers.
Are we done pretending that the Reapers don't exist?
And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you our strength to help Earth, our own worlds will fall.
We must fight this enemy together.
And so we should just follow you to Earth?
Even if we were to unite our fleets, do you really believe we could defeat the Reapers?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan. A blueprint, created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scales. It would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hackett. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Right?
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Ah.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
Do you have a better plan? Like, for real, dude? Like, is there any other option? Do you believe that not trying this will, it's a better option?
Liara believes it can work, and so do I. And while I haven't always agreed with you, Dina, he's right about this. We need to stand together, now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
I mean, she's not wrong.
The cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
Yep.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
So basically, we can try, but we're not doing
Shepard,
anything right now.
Meet me in my office.
Yeah, why is it your office?
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
I'm
They're
here.
a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard.
Yeah.
We may have a spot on the council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Yep.
Our
Hive
people
mentality.
are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
Interesting.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven.
Oh, damn.
Those meetings won't proceed without him.
Shit.
The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
So, in other words, get us this guy, and thus we'll be able to reconvene and protect ourselves. Therefore, the Turians will be the first ones to offer you aid. Interesting. And I like it. I absolutely do like it, considering humanity and the Turians' shaky relations in the past, starting first and foremost with the First Contact War. The fact that they're the first ones to basically say, hey, you know what, if you scratch my back, I'm actually willing to, like, take that step forward and help you. And they're the first ones to really give that olive branch. Everybody else is just like, well, you know, we need to protect our own. Maybe we'll help you. This guy's actually saying, no, I have something you can potentially do in order to make it feasible for us to help you. And I like that. I like that contrast. Yeah, that's really all I can say about that. I absolutely do like it. He actually does seem to genuinely want to help them, but they need their Primarch Fedorian to be extracted in order to do this, because yeah, they're basically seeing the bigger picture. Cooperation is key, but at the same time, the counselors in their chambers were correct. They really do need, like, if they push all of their resources onto Earth, that leaves them vulnerable to Reaper attack. And the Reapers are spread out. They're not going to focus on one area, at least not for very long. Yeah, but yeah, no. Tell me more.
So far, you've only explained how I can help you.
It might seem that way, but the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future.
Exactly.
The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war, and you want me to play politician?
Essentially.
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter?
I mean...
Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you.
That's literally it. You have to play politician. You have to play nice with these guys.
There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you. We've chosen to uphold your Spectre status.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
And various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
Well, that went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's literally all you can do. Also, journal updated, priority Palvin is our next destination. I get to learn more about Derailed Udina, the Reaper variants. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that later. Reaper capabilities. Citadel Council. And of course, Citadel Space. Nope.
Admiral David
There we
Edward
go.
Anderson is a career military officer in the Systems Alliance Navy. Born in London in 2137, he later moved to Arcturus Station and became the first graduate of the Alliance's now renowned N7 Marine program. Anderson is one of the Alliance's most decorated Special Forces operatives and served with honor during the First Contact War. He was the original captain of the SSV Normandy before relinquishing command to his XO, Commander Shepard. After the Alliance victory in the Battle of the Citadel, Anderson briefly served as the Citadel's first human counselor.
Briefly.
He soon became embroiled in a Cerberus plot to abduct his friend Kaylee Sanders, however, and learned that he was unable to live a life without action. He stepped down as counselor and returned to the military to prepare for the Reaper invasion. The Alliance Parliament named Derailed Udina as his successor.
Okay, so he stepped down. I mean, I assumed he stepped down because there's no other way. I didn't see them firing him unless he did something grossly stupid. And it's Anderson. He probably wouldn't do that. But yeah, no, that's interesting. I assume that means that there's a book or a comic that bridges the gap between them that I haven't read. And it sucks that they didn't actually include that sort of explanation, like you had to actually read it through the codex, but it is what it is. I mean, there's a plethora of information that you can get from the codex, so it doesn't surprise me too much.
When humanity won a position on the Council for its part in defending the Citadel, the Alliance chose Captain David Anderson for the position. Udina became his advisor. Anderson eventually quit over frustrations with Council politics, and the Alliance named Udina to the office.
Despite his unwavering focus on human interests, Counselor Udina is usually willing to collaborate with other species. Even his opponents concede that Udina gives fair consideration to non-human proposals, so long as humanity also benefits. And then, of course, Derailed Udina is the lone human on the Citadel Council. Although he has a keen ability for furthering his own political career, Udina has long promoted humanity's interests first and foremost in the galactic arena. Yeah, so... Sorry about that. That explains a couple things, like why he's back in the driver's seat, despite the fact that I refused to give him access to said driver's seat. Nice.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
Yeah, I'm not picking you, dude.
I'd rather have the captain on the council than any politician I know.
But, I mean... Okay, that makes sense.
The Council. You saved their lives. And for what? Apologies that boil down to maybe later. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread the message. Help the humans, help yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Okay. That's good to hear. Talk to me about Earth.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites in the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
What about the Council leverage? Is there anything you can tell me about that?
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Tavos is a diplomat and compromiser, but she's wrapped up in defending Asari space like a mother panther. Valorn is out of his depth. The Solarians like their wars won before they start.
Yeah.
They're frightened now. Use that. In Sparatus, I'd take what he offers. It's strange days when the Turians are the least hostile to humans, and there's a need there.
Yeah. Because they are the military power of the Council. Talk about the political situation, I guess.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Okay. I could say get some results. But I don't know how that would turn. Like, would that be like, do what's necessary or whatever? So I'll leave it there. What's your personal situation like?
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis.
No.
I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
That sucks. Yeah, he was hit personally hard on this. And then again, anybody from Earth is. Okay, I guess I've taken up enough of your time.
I should go.
I'll be here.
Thanks, man. I don't say that very lightly. I do not say that lightly at all, Udina. We may have had our differences, but we're on the same side at this point, so. Okay, so let's talk to Bailey.
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Oh god, this bitch.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Great. After you.
Commander Shepard? Commander, humanity has questions.
Damn press.
See, you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts, I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
So then why take the job at all?
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina.
No.
Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. I'm not even sure why he picked me. I never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Well, stick with it. Bear with it. You might be able to do some good that they haven't foreseen.
Don't lose your edge. You might need it.
Oh, wouldn't mind an excuse to get my fingers dirty. It's killing me about Earth.
Yeah.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you can say?
I'm up to my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my damnedest to help.
Okay, yeah, tell me about it. First and foremost, you said you had family on Earth.
You got loved ones out there?
Somewhere. Ex-wife I lost track of, and a son and daughter. They're still on Earth.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm losing myself and things I can control. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security here.
Yeah. You want to talk about trouble?
Thought things were relatively quiet here.
Well, compared to where you're coming from, sure.
Yeah.
But the war's being felt everywhere. Millions across the galaxy have been displaced, and most of them come here.
Must have you doing somersaults.
Yeah, already allocated the bulk of my men to customs, but we're still overtaxed, cataloging and processing them all.
Damn. Okay, well, tell me about the Citadel.
Anything important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases.
Yeah.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
Yeah, believe it. Tell me about your promotion.
It was Udina who made you a commander, huh?
Yeah, he's become an even bigger shot around here. Got a lot of ambition. He suspected Executor Palin was conspiring against the Council and had me investigate.
Find anything incriminating?
Yeah, enough to arrest him. When Palin resisted, I was forced to kill him. Udina rewarded me with the promotion. And near as I can tell, being a commander just means I'm putting out different fires.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Commander Palin was the original, Executive Palin, or whatever you want to call him. He was the original person in Bailey's shoes, or Turian, as it were. But the fact that he was actually working against them, I don't see it.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
That's fair.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres? They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable.
I can't see it. Just because of the things that he said in the first game. It sounds so contradictory. It makes no sense. Okay, so tell me about the war then.
Is the Citadel gearing up for war?
There's a false sense of security here.
Yeah.
Even people from worlds that have gone down act like they're safe. Well, I guess it's not just human nature. We all lie to ourselves to deal with horror.
Yeah. Well then, good luck.
It'll probably get worse before it gets better, Bailey.
Yeah, if it ever gets better.
Right. Well, I guess that's it for him. So wait a minute, first things first, let me see if there's anything else over here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
Okay, it's time to deal with this bitch, I think. Okay, so there are a multitude of ways that you can actually deal with her, and I'm going to actually save a new file so that I don't fuck this up. So, here we go.
Commander Shepard, Khaleesa bint seen in Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked?
Oh my god.
How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best?
I've had enough of your tabloid journalism.
Ah.
Ha! You want some?
Stay down, bitch.
You're angry, I get that. But I came here to get help for Earth, not answer your questions. Stay down. I've had enough of your tabloid journalism.
Yeah, it seems like we're doing the same, but there was 2 button presses.
You want some?
Ow! I just let her do it.
On second thought, never mind. I don't have any more questions for you. How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
I came to get help for Earth. For everyone.
Yep.
What about all the people suffering while you play politics with the Council? What about them? How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
The same thing I've been doing for the past 3 years. Find a way to stop the Reapers. Get some help, Kalisa. I have work to do.
How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
Kalisa, we're doing everything we can.
Yeah.
Before they cut the feeds, there were so many dead.
I'm gonna stop the Reapers or die trying, but I need your help. Keep asking the hard questions. Don't let the Council forget about Earth.
I will. Thank you, Commander. We haven't always seen eye to eye.
Thing that I wanted to do.
I've had enough of your snide insinuations. I've had enough of your disingenuous assertions.
You bitch! I'll make sure everyone in the Alliance sees that.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot.
But I'm glad you're on our side.
Thank you. Some recognition.
According to the Council, these
And there we go.
attacks are part of a massive and
Not only do we get some Paragon points, but we also have her as a war asset.
The Council called the invaders Reapers, the same term once used by a disgraced Commander Shepard to refer to a theoretical enemy.
Oh, there we go. So, in other words, guess what? I was right. Hi, James.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here.
No.
People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
It's not your kind of place?
I take it this is your first time here with the elite of the galaxy.
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium.
Interesting.
It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful, but it's not right.
It's fake.
It's all just an illusion.
Yep.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right?
Yep.
They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
But that being said, the truth is sometimes hard to believe.
I can hardly believe it myself. Like everything back on Earth was some kind of nightmare.
Yeah. That's what I hate most. It's like this place wants you to forget that.
Yep.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah,
But...
You were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
Very nice, very nice. I think I will.
Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force.
Okay.
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
We're gonna go back to Herta Hospital.
We're at this little farm.
Oh.
We killed a few enemy scouts, and it's quiet. The shuttle gets called away for support, so I'm there for the night. The humans get me dinner, show me around.
Very nice.
One of them, this freckled farm girl, maybe 15. She wants to hear all about what it's like to be a commando.
You were probably the most exciting thing ever to land at her farm.
Right?
Yeah. Well, she's saying she wants to be a pilot, and I say that life on a ship is grimy. And she asks if I'd like to use their shower.
Going by my records, you'd been on active duty for more than 3 weeks. Probably no real chance to get clean in all that time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Guess that's that.
Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
Those planets.
So, you're just silent behind enemy lines until the war is over.
Pretty much.
No, they've got us on rotation. We're mostly in fortified holding zones until strike teams clear an area. Then we come in and set up medical bunkers and supply depots. And then the main fleet comes in to occupy.
I'm not wearing commando leather, honey. What does that mean?
We'll be perfectly safe. They don't put engineers on the front lines.
But you won't be able to talk to us.
Sad, but it's better than nothing. Yes, that's the Normandy. Fuck off. I guess we're returning. Okay. So I guess we're following that kid. Oh, wow, he's over there now. Come on, kid. Oh boy. And of course the kid runs away because he's scared. Oh, there he is. Let me help you, kid. Oh, and now the kid's on fire. That was one fucked up dream. That was really fucked up. Hello?
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device.
Yeah?
It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I mean, we expected that.
I know.
Are you alright?
I've been better, Liara. With everything we've experienced and now with the fall of Earth, I've seen better days.
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
Well, everyone's back on Earth, or the galaxy's infighting. Honestly, it's both. But I'm gonna go with the one that we can't control.
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
Yeah, we did.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
Hi, Liara.
I was just leaving.
Okay.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance.
Uh-huh. Okay.
There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
No, it's okay.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators.
Excellent.
In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation.
Very nice.
I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Oh, wait. Since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
She's not...
Edie's an AI.
Yeah.
Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades.
In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination.
Nice.
You can also check your messages at your private terminal.
As usual.
The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions.
Oh, great.
Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now.
Yeah, and
speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCon.
Okay, thank you for that information. And yeah, you just, all you did was like slap a coat of paint on
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
And I do understand their concerns, because, I mean, it's the fucking Reapers, it's terrifying. They spent so long denying their existence, all of a sudden they're here, they're confronted with the fact that they're real and they're here. Yeah, that would send anybody to pee-pee pants land.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
We're trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device, when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
Okay, and what about Earth?
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Sir, yes, sir. Okay. One thing I've wanted to check for a while now, actually.
The Asari were the first...
Nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope. Humanity and Systems Alliance. Okay, so this is additional thing. Founded during the early decades of human space expansion, the Alliance News Network was originally a low-profile news organization known mostly for a series of exposés on the First Contact War. With a focus on galaxy-wide reporting, the ANN opened bureaus on planets across known space, winning a few awards for excellence and earning a multi-species audience. The Alliance News Network has never been funded by the Systems Alliance, despite what its name might imply. This led to regular confusion among those not in the know, although the network's recent high-profile sale to a media conglomerate made the ownership structure clearer. The new management has opted for a more sensational approach. This is particularly obvious from changes to its roster of reporters, with a few of the network's luminaries retiring or joining other news organizations. The network's increasingly lurid programming has gained wide attention as well as sorely needed ratings, all the proof that management needed to validate its course. Nonetheless, ANN insists that integrity and credibility are inviolable standard in the newsroom. Battlespace is among ANN's highest rated programs, known for particularly titillating breed of reporting. Among the show's most noteworthy segments are Diane Aller's dispatches from the front lines. The network calls her reports gritty and realistic, but she has been criticized for her unabashed focus on the violence of war. Even critics of Aller's agree, however, that despite her often graphic visuals, the facts she reports are just that, facts. Okay, that's interesting. That's the timeline. I don't need that. Okay. So Intel is armor mod kit. So we got that. In the meantime, let's take a look at what this is the war terminal, so this is where we'll see our war assets at work. War assets. The people, weapons, armies, and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform at the final battle. Basically, we want to get by this line right here. If we want to get over that line, and the farther over it we are, the better chances of coming out of this war on the other side will be. So, for the most part, we only have the Alliance stuff so far. So, we have the Alliance Engineering Corps. The Alliance Engineering Corps cuts road through mountains of build bases on asteroids. While the bulk of the AEC has active wartime duties, their brightest are helping build a device of Prothean origin recovered on Mars. Due to the staggering amount of raw materials required, the AEC has been given unprecedented emergency funding for any Alliance resources that will not interfere with the deployment of troops. Next is the 103 Marine Division. The old saying, every Marine is a rifleman, still holds true in the Alliance. Every Marine enlistee, from clerk to sniper, goes through a period of infantry training. As a result, the 103 Marine Division is Earth's largest collective of Special Forces soldiers. Officers from notable battles such as the Skillian Blitz and the First Contact War run harsh training exercises in a variety of environments, insisting the Marines be prepared to storm any beach on any planet. This training has been useful in the Reaper War, as the 103rd can be fighting in an Arctic desert one week, crawling through the jungles the next. The Alliance First Fleet was stationed near the Charon Relay when the Reapers invaded the Sol system. By the time Admiral Hackett issued the order to retreat, its size, once the largest in the Alliance Navy, had been cut by half. Commanding Admiral Inez Lindholm made the painful decision to use a tenth of the fleet's remaining vessels as a cover so the remaining could escape. Her gamble paid off as the First Fleet limped out of the relay to rally with the rest of the Alliance forces on the run. Updated information. This fleet lost a third of its vessel protecting the Council during the Battle of the Citadel 2 years ago.
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension no matter what the cost.
Alliance ships, move in. Save the Destiny Ascension.
And even with it, especially with the improved graphics, pretty fucking great. Unfortunately, the Alliance did not have time to rebuild the fleet to its previous strength before the Reapers invaded. So, in other words, there are consequences to the actions made in the previous game. Had I chosen not to save the Council, I would have had a bigger fleet to deal with for the First Fleet in particular. Probably the same with the Third Fleet, yep, and the Fifth Fleet, yep. Let's see what it says on the Third Fleet. Stationed at Arterius, the Third Fleet is headed by Admiral Nitesh Singh. When the Reapers came for the station, Singh had already pulled his command ship, the SSV Logan, back to an ideal firing position for its mass accelerator cannons. The Dreadnought's guns managed to slow down a destroyer before it could demolish the Third Fleet, but Singh was forced to retreat in the face of overwhelming opposition from the Reapers. And then the Fifth Fleet became famous across the galaxy after spearheading Alliance forces at the Battle of the Citadel. It was guarding Arteria Station when the Reapers attacked. After a bloody and desperate battle, Admiral Hackett gave the order to retreat, sacrificing the entirety of the Alliance Second Fleet to give the Third and Fifth the chance to escape. The Fifth Fleet's engineers are busy repairing its damaged vessels, grimly anticipating a return to Earth and revenge against the Reapers. Diana Allers, which we got. Alliance News Network reporter Diana Allers has been broadcasting from the Normandy, interviewing crew members and high-ranking Alliance officers to give the Alliance an insider's view of the war. The Alliance frigate Normandy SR-2. When the original SSB Normandy was destroyed, Cerberus rebuilt the ship from stolen Alliance plans. Dubbed the SR-2, the Alliance took the new Normandy apart and refitted some of its systems with new technology of its own. As a result, the SR-2 Normandy is the highest performing frigate in the entire Alliance Navy, and possibly the fastest ship in its class. The Normandy is commanded by Shepard, an Alliance officer and humanity's first Spectre. To bolster the Normandy's firepower, Commander Shepard installed a Thanix magnetic hydrodynamic cannon on the ship's undercarriage. Based on Reaper technology, the powerful weapon fires molten metal accelerated to a fraction of the speed of light. Yeah, we saw that in action. Before taking on the Collectors, Commander Shepard reinforced the Normandy's superstructure with Solaris armor. This protective layer of carbon nanotubes sheeting can withstand temperatures that would instantly vaporize more conventional armor, as we found out during the suicide mission. And then finally, the Normandy has been upgraded with cyclonic barrier technology, allowing the ship's mass effect field projectors to fire rapidly oscillating barriers that deflect rather than directly absorb kinetic shocks. Once again, something we got from the from the mission against the Collectors. And of course, our mineral resources, if you recall, our numbers were really, really high by the end of it, and even higher in my second playthrough that I did off camera. Commander Shepard uncovered significant elemental deposits while scanning planets with the Normandy SR-2. When the Alliance dry docked Normandy, they seized all recovered elements. This material surplus has gone towards building the Prothean device discovered on Mars. And then Khalisa bint Sinan al-Jalani. Westerland News reporter Khalisa bint Sinan al-Jalani reached out recently to her viewers with a wartime plea for unity and cooperation among all galactic species. And it's incredible, because if you think about it, all of her questions are kind of geared towards protecting humanity. So the fact that she's actually pleading for unity and cooperation among all galactic species is definitely an about face for her. And then her insincerity touched extranet viewers, and donations for war relief efforts are pouring in, both to the Alliance and its alien allies. So that's kind of cool. Managed to get something good out of that. So it does pay to not punch the reporter in the face, no matter how satisfying it was in the moment. Oh, I remember this. But yeah, no, I can get my, my stuff back. So my model planes, or ships, rather.
I can't believe the Council won't help.
Come on, Sarah. If Thestia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
That's true. We would. We absolutely would. So to expect others to do something that we ourselves wouldn't do, that's the height of arrogance. Very nice, very nice.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Okay, so that'll be one of the things that we do. Though, hold on, you stopped.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Okay, so he just salutes. Nice. Okay, speaking of, let's take a look at what we have. Review messages sent to you. We will. Special Ops from Stephen Hackett. Shepard, Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We'll deploy operatives to hold point after you've completed your objectives. I need you to head to a Cerberus lab on the planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when you're inbound. Hackett. Okay, that'll be something we do. Reinstatement from Stephen Hackett. Commander Shepard, this letter formally acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. Under Emergency War Powers Regulation 903.5, you are hereby authorized to assume command of the Normandy SR-2. You are directed to begin interdiction operations against any and all enemies posing a threat to Earth, its colonies, and its allies. Furthermore, you are granted diplomatic authority to establish treaties with non-human races as required to support your mission. So basically anything I say goes. If I offer the moon and the stars the Alliance has no choice but to follow through on that. It's a good thing that Shepard is a good girl, and she's not going to abuse that power. Emergency flash traffic urgent. Alliance fleet operations flash X1A34. All Alliance military personnel. This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol system. Earth under Reaper attack. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol system at first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. Further instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. Earth-based Alliance personnel unable to evacuate are directed to commence any and all necessary countermeasures. All remaining Alliance personnel outside Sol Theater are directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas and commence offensive combat operations at first available opportunity. In absence of further instructions, independent action is authorized. So this was the original message to all Alliance personnel outside or even on Earth. K9. Subject, my dog. Dear Commander Shepard, I was a contracting worker on the Normandy's haptic interface when it was in dry dock. Your VI, Edie, emailed me to let me know I left my dog mech on board. I'm all the way out in Terra Nova now and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of your way to drop off my dog. Please just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails, and 750-volt outlets. Thank you, and sorry for the trouble. I promise she won't be too much of a headache. From Andrea Brown. Okay, so that's something we're going to have to take a look at. We basically have a pet dog now. ANN alert, new article, Quarian Fleet, which I already read. Oh, no, I didn't, actually. From Alliance News Network Information Partners. By Ruxius Aurelius, ANN contributor. Citadel, where is the Quarian Fleet? The latest intelligence shows that the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases their homeworlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. But as the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian and Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After a refueling stop at Ilium, the fleet left no stated destination, and there are also reports of a galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians to abandon their pilgrimages to rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. Read Ruxius Aurelius' regular column, View of the Empire, exclusively on ANN. There's a welcome back gift from Edie. Hi! While we were in dry dock, Joker suggested that a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand, should you be reinstated as commanding officer. As the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested, I chose something from the official Systems Alliance catalog. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to a commemorative hoodie jacket for wear on off-duty hours. You will find it among the selection of casual clothing in your cabin. So basically the same thing I've been wearing since the second game. I have an upgrade waiting. From Glyph. Dear Commander Shepard, some of the data you found allowed me to research an upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal in Dr. Tassoni's office at your convenience, and you may choose how and when to implement it. Have a pleasant day, from Glyph. Oh, so he's not calling me Shadow Broker anymore. I guess she fixed that. And then priority mission, Eden Prime. From Alliance Command. Commander, Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. So now we get to go back to Eden Prime. So lots of new missions for us. Yep, journal has been updated to reflect that. I think that'll be one of the first things we do, apart from the other mission that Hackett gave us. But yeah, no, hi Joker.
Hey Commander, you know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
Right? But it's not their fault.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking?
No.
Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
Oh, you mean the thing that I didn't actually do? Okay, sure. Okay, so there's nothing here for me to grab. Oh, and that room is now storage. So Jacob's old room is now gone. It's just gone. It's now a storage facility. So let's go to the crew deck. We're gonna go visit. Oh, this is new. So this is a list of the people who died on the original Normandy, including Caden Alenko. I see his name on there. So, and Presley. These are, yeah, no, this is sad. So I guess this is the monument that we have. Basically, if you collect all of the missing tags during a mission in the previous game, I guess every single person's name gets spilled on here, including the person who did not survive on Vermeer. So the more names you have, the more filled this board is going to be. So that's kind of neat. Let's see. Okay, so I see life support is still the same as always. Observation deck. Oh, we now have a game table here. I don't know what the fuck this is. And of course the bar is still here. So Kasumi's room has basically been retrofitted. And here we get to see the people at work. Just basically not chatting and doing shit, just doing this shit. Of course, this room hasn't changed at all. Except that I don't think we can shut the windows off now. Let's actually go visit with Chakwas. She's here now. So we can. Hi!
Commander?
Hi.
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old medbay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Why?
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Makes sense.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
Right?
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. I mean, it was Cerberus. And given what they're doing to their guys, I wouldn't want that to turn out to be the case for me.
I guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
Very nice. Let's talk about you, though. Medical supplies.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Oh, wow. Literal shots fired.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them.
Yeah.
If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
I mean, when you put it that way, we were kind of assholes, but at the same time, still elusive man, so I don't really give a shit. Let's talk about your family.
You never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children.
Aww.
I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two.
Aww.
We need to end this war.
Yeah, we do. And it needs to end soon, hopefully with as little bloodshed and loss of life as we can manage.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
Okay, so here I can reassign my power bonuses if I so chose. And here I can reassign my powers. So basically this is the respec table. You get one for free and then you have to pay for it, basically. And then of course we have this thing. Which we will have to figure out what we're doing with. Hopefully that won't come and bite us in the ass. More guns. We don't really have a reason to go in there. Ah, hi Liara. This was Miranda's old room. So it looks like she brought the whole shadow broker base with her. Oh, hi,
Commander
Glyph.
Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office.
Okay.
It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
Oh, cool.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you. So, yeah,
The council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist.
Right?
But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered. I think.
Yeah, she had such a sunny outlook when we first met her. And I can't even claim responsibility for that, for her cynicism. She was already on her way when we met her again on the Ilium. But yeah, let's take a look at the intel terminal. So basically, with this intel, Farron has persuaded his contacts to ship an armor mod kit to the Normandy, technically illegal in Citadel space. The kit's Omni-Gel converter and manufacturing fabricator can make a one-time modification to Shepard's armor, improving shield strength or adding thermal clip compartments. Ooh. So basically, I get to choose what I want to do. So we'll open this. So ammo capacity or shield strength? Ammo capacity always. That's what we're doing. And then when we go back to this page, it'll tell us what the upgrades are. It'll list them here. So yeah, that's what I did. I want to talk to Liara first, actually. Hi.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
Right?
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
True.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
That's true. You mentioned that the Protheans didn't finish it.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
Nope.
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise.
That's true.
But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
I mean, I absolutely 100% agree. Because building it and not knowing what it is, is foolhardy. It's absolute stupidity.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Right?
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
True, but I do appreciate you asking.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
Thanks. So now she's at her computer.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Excellent. So this is the broker terminal's email, so we get to figure out what information that she has managed to gather. So for starters, Prothean notes from 2171 to 2185. Glyph, remind me to clean up these old notes. Perhaps reviewing them will lead to something useful for the Prothean device. From Liara. 2171. The University of Ceres agreed to sponsor me at the Prothean dig on Drit-Tirop. Very exciting. Professor Hennel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for her opinion on my thesis outline. Attachment. Thesis on Prothean First Contact Protocols. 2174. I believe Dr. Chashan was right to suggest that the Prothean artifacts we unearthed are from the Third Age, not the Fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seemed to approve of the rest of the paper. Attachment. Paper on a comparison of Prothean technology to modern Asari circuit logic. 2183, Part 1. I'm going on the Therum expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruins there, but the University of Ceres might have secured the funding after all. Now to pack. Attachment. Paper on the end of the Prothean Empire. 2183, Part 2. Goddess, this human Shepard, has the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual subconscious level. Ergo, I have a cipher. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll try to learn more about the cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling, to say the least. Attachment. Paper on the end of the Prothean Empire with correction notes. 2185. I reviewed the old Shadow Broker's footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know that they're the Protheans' husks. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. Attachment, paper on the Prothean biology. And then, of course, a message from Operative Farron to the broker. I made contact with Tazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when did the odds ever stop the broker? P.S. I hope you finally got our little friend, Droney, to stop saying shadow and broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight. She did. She fixed him. It's all good, Farron. Okay, so that's it for Liara, I guess.
Please, enjoy your day.
Thank you, Glyph. I will. So now we're going to go to engineering. See if there's anything down here in Jack's hidey hole. Ah, it's a model Turian cruiser. That's kind of cool. Ah, her bed is gone. Wait, I heard something. Squeak! Did I not? I thought I grabbed it. Of course, the Shadow Broker ship. Wow, they just threw everything around. Gimme! For fuck's sakes. It's my fucking hamster! Yes! Got you little shithead. Very nice, very nice. Of course, this is where Tully used to be. Oh! Engineer Adams! I haven't seen you in forever.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
Yeah, it did.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship.
They absolutely do.
And about that, Cerberus, I mean. I owe you an apology.
Oh?
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
I kind of have an idea of why you refused, but let's hear what you have to say.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus.
Yeah.
Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Yeah, no, you know what? That's literally what I thought you were going to say, and there's no need for an apology.
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Okay, now let's talk to you. Oh, wait, let me first ask, what are your thoughts on Edie?
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
Oh.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier
Yeah.
said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Yep, that makes sense. And it makes sense that he would be the one to see through her guise as a VI. Especially if he's so close to her core. Obviously he would know her. So talk about the Normandy.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled.
Right.
The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering.
Yeah.
Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Sounds
Pretty
like
much.
Cerberus.
I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance.
Yeah.
All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
Definitely. I agree. And I like the fact that he's commented on a lot of the changes because he was very, very familiar with the SR-1, as was the reason why they drafted him to lead the retrofit team. But all in all, yeah. What about family, dude?
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Excellent. That's one good piece of good news, and I love that.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
And yet he's still here because he understands that just because he's not dealing with issues and concerned about his families and stuff doesn't mean nobody else is. And he knows this is the right thing to do, so I like that. Oh, hi, Allers. This would be Allers' room. So basically I can talk to her.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
And that's bullshit.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Okay, well, get us support.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
Seriously? That is not a difficult feat. Or rather, that is not an easy feat, is actually what I was going to say. But yeah, no. You can also fire her by you have to talk to her twice, and she'll be like, "Do we have a problem?" And I can either say, "No, you can carry on," or you can say, "Get the fuck off my ship." I'm not gonna do the latter, even though honestly she's just kind of wasted space. But she actually, for the most part, she actually does her job, so she can stay for now. And finally, we are down here. One thing I want to do first and foremost, that's the weapons bench. Yeah, there we go. First things first, my casual. I want my hoodie back. Second, Casa, got nothing there. Ariac Technologies, that's all I got. Got nothing there. Pattern color. Tint. And tint. The red can stay. So yeah, Shepard's my Shepard's red armor is back. Now let's see what we can do about the weapons. I don't think there's any. Oh, wait. I do have a couple things I can do. Sniper extended rifle. And the biometric sensor. So that increases damage. That also increases damage. So we're going to keep them both. And we're going to confirm. Shuriken, we've got. And you can't be modified just yet. Okay. I do have another weapon here, but I'm not going to use it. Because I'm not really huge on the assault rifles in this game. I liked them enough in the second game. But they're not that... Oh, there's the doggy! There's the doggy! This is K9. And yes, it is a pun, and I love it. I'm 100% in love. I'm more of a cat person, I'll be honest with you, but it's a dog. Oh. Is he asleep? He fell asleep. Oh, that's so adorable. That is so adorable. Oh, and it just kicked. It just kicked in its sleep. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing, and I love it. It's great. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, there's another freighter. So beautiful. He's still asleep. Oh, I'll let you sleep. I'll let you sleep. Gas cruiser. The Alliance cruiser. He's still asleep. Ooh, so adorable. Weapons upgrades. Procurement. Oh, we're gonna talk to this guy first. So, Lieutenant Cortez. Hey, dude.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
It's at ease. It's fine.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
Excellent.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
Okay.
So, you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship.
Fair.
I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Okay, it's time to get to know you, dude. So first things first, tell me about your family.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony.
Oh no.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Understandable. I pressed a very, very sensitive button, so I apologize for that. Tell me about the armory.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
I mean, that is very smart. It did seem weird that our armory was on the second floor instead of with the shuttle bay, but it's whatever. What is the I guess the idea was be armed wherever you could be, but it's fine. What's your service record?
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident, practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
Oh, cool.
So you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
As you mentioned, that makes sense. What about the ground vehicle?
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
Yeah.
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating.
Yeah.
The lab engineers are trying to improve that.
Okay.
After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
Which means the M44 Hammerhead is too. That sucks. As fiddly as that one was, it wasn't near as fiddly as the Mako. But it was still rather fiddly with turns and shit. And it was basically paper. So, yeah, that's a shame. That is a goddamn shame. What do you want to tell me about the shuttle?
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design.
Oh, cool.
For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Yeah, James. That's why she needs a good pilot. Instead of someone who's just gonna crash in another ship. Okay, I think that's basically everything, so carry on.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Right?
Yes, Commander.
Okay. So upgrades are here, where I can just basically upgrade the existing weapons that I have. So I'm gonna close that. And then, of course, fabrications and Spectre thing. It does have a 10% markup. So basically, the drawback here is this is convenient, but they charge you for delivery. Whereas you could just pick up and go from the other store. Makes sense. Okay, so that's cool. I think that's basically it for that. And we've got 2 of them too, so fantastic. Is there anything over here? Nope. Okay, so let's talk to Vega. Hey, dude.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal, unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Of course.
Yep. We're going to rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld.
Neither have I.
You come down here for something? Or are you just looking?
I don't want to do the flirty one. Don't need a reason, or I'm looking now. I don't like either of these. I really don't like either of these. I just wanted to talk and chat and all of that. Why? Where's the third option that says, hey, I just want to chat and get to know my crew? Like, what the fuck? Guys? Okay, don't need a reason.
It's my ship. I go where I want and talk to whoever I want.
Fair enough. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Okay.
Right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, he's under house arrest, remember?
Well...
Okay, so tell me.
Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I sure can. Also, fun fact, for those who haven't actually spotted it, James Vega is voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. I was floored too when I heard it. But yeah, no, sure, we can dance and talk.
Oh, I can dance.
Okay, Lola. Let's do this.
Lola?
Don't let my good looks fool you, Vega. I got my share of scars.
Yep.
You remind me of my old CO.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
Oh.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Oh, no.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
Yeah.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end.
Yeah, because I wiped them
Because
out.
you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
So basically, I made that sacrifice worthless.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Oh.
I do.
You a shrink too?
No, but that stunt back on Mars was reckless.
Yeah.
You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Maybe you
you
are.
are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Yeah. So cooler.
Thanks for the pep talk.
You're welcome.
Anytime.
Hey. Thanks for the dance, Lola.
You know what? I'll give you that. It's fine.
Lola, huh?
You kind of look like a Lola.
You're cute.
Oh, God.
So I'll let you get away with it. For now.
That's it. Now you made me blush.
I did the one thing I didn't want to do. Oh, but I got fortification. Yeah, basically when you have these discussions with certain squad members, you can actually learn some of their abilities. Like, for example, he's got fortification, so now I can actually equip that on my Shepard if I felt so inclined. Oh, you still asleep. So adorable. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the cabin because I didn't actually get a chance to take a good look here. But yeah, no. Now I've got more space, which means we're gonna have more collectibles to find throughout. That's kind of cool. I don't have my fish. That makes me sad, but well, I guess I'll figure that out. So I can review the squad members and cycle their appearances too. And the good thing about this is their outfit gives them different abilities. Like, for example, the current outfit that Liara is wearing gives her power damage plus 25%. But if I were to cycle that appearance, this one gives her power recharge speed 25%. So basically she can use her powers more often as opposed to how powerful it is. And this one gives her power damage by 25%. I like this one. This also gives her power damage 25%. This will probably be the one I get her to wear more often than not. And then that's the original. Just power damage 25%. And then this one here is power recharge speed 25%. So right now we have like a choice between 3 different ones. But yeah, no, I like that one a lot better. And then with James, his outfit gives him shields plus 25%. This one just gives him weapon damage. And this one also gives him weapon damage. But it makes him look beefy as fuck. And then, of course, shields plus 25% for this one. And then that's back to the original. I like this one, so we're going to keep that one. And we are going to accept that. And then, of course, we already read those. And I think this is a good place to leave it here. This is rather an info dump video, and that's fine. The second video can usually be used to sort of do narrative shit and not be nearly as exciting. I hope it wasn't too boring, though. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like or subscribe. If not, leave a comment below letting me know what I can do to fix everything, make it better. And until the next time, guys, ciao.